Peace. So today's mathematics is knowledge, build, or destroy, which is the numbers 1 and 8. And I wanted to just build briefly and share some perspective on that. We think about knowledge, build, or destroy. Knowledge means to be aware or conscious. Build or destroy means to add on or take away. In order to properly assess what we need to add on in our life and what we need to take away from our life, we have to have the proper knowledge as its foundation. And even when we have the proper knowledge, or we know what we need to do, there are also other different requirements or necessities in addition to just having the knowledge of knowing what we need to add on and what we need to do to take certain things away. We need discipline. I mean, sometimes there's certain things that we're dealing with in our life that requires some fasting, that may require us creating some distance from that person, place, or thing, even though we may have the knowledge. So there's certain tactics, techniques, or procedures, or even policies that we need to implement in order to successfully add certain things on and take certain things away. When I came into the knowledge of myself, one of the things that I've always encouraged people to do is, in order to be able to gain knowledge or to acquire information or to become more conscious, we have to have a sense of openness, vulnerability, and the willingness to listen and learn. And one of the things that I've seen over the years with just the growth of the internet and social media and just this illusion of an access to information is that many people are under that illusion that they know more than what they do. So a lot of times people have this mentality or attitude that just because they have access to something that they know what it is. And oftentimes you may come in contact with people who have learned to craft talking points to just regurgitate something that they've seen online and read, even with my videos. Just because I share certain things, people may think that they know a lot just because they may watch something that I'm saying. And that's why I always strive to preface a lot of the times when I build about today's mathematics that this is just one perspective or one way of seeing it. That there are numerous ways that are connected to our lived experience that gives us perspectives on life. And there's just not a single way of seeing things. So that could be challenging sometimes for a person to strive to learn something if they think they already know something. So it requires openness and vulnerability and the willingness to listen and learn in order to gain the knowledge, to even have it to use as an assessment tool of what we need to add on and what we need to take away. And that is just a natural process of living. That's just a natural part of our lived experience. And what I really appreciate about this culture that I live is that it's not based upon a belief system. Everything that I just shared, it doesn't matter if a person believes it or not. You live long enough, then you'll see for yourself that it's difficult and damn near impossible to properly assess what you need to add on and what you need to take away from your life to be successful in your undertakings if you don't have no knowledge as a foundation, if you don't know anything at all. But the more knowledge that you gain, the more aware that you become, the more conscious that you become, you have a greater assessment tool of what you need to add on and what you need to take away. And that's just a basic natural life process. Animals and insects even follow that process. And when you study those various different kingdoms, you see that they follow the exact same mathematical process or procedure, which doesn't require them to believe anything, just like it doesn't require us to believe anything as human beings. So this was inspiring, it was empowering, it was educational. Just gave those of you some perspective on today's mathematics being 1 and 8, or knowledge to build or destroy. We all can gain knowledge or know what people have shared with us or known things that we've read or watched. But even in knowing, that as an assessment tool still requires various different other things in order for us to properly be able to add certain things on and take certain things out of our life that's necessary for us to grow and develop. So, peace.